Whoa! 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 Wow! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dandrew Streams. Tonight we're streaming some Disco Elysium. I gotta fix the webcam. Also, Con Crew! How are we doing tonight, everybody? Oh my god, we got an all-star lineup in chat tonight. I'm talking about Connor. I'm talking about Just a Sad Clown trying to get down. Hello, clown. And I'm talking about Colonel Motherfucking Science. Hot damn. Yowza. That's what I'm talking about. Colonel, how does it feel to be back in the saddle again? It is always a pleasure to see you. Also, can we talk about the fact that we just got a Cena raid? The rare and often sought after Cena raid. An incredible occurrence. Cena, how was your stream tonight? What were you playing? What were you up to? I was rushing to get my stream ready. As you can tell, I'm a little disheveled today. This is a jammy stream, so I hope you guys are wearing your pajayjays. Let me fix my webcam because the white balance is all off and the gain is all off. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. So just bear with me. Bear with me. I've become a shadow monster. And then we go and do that. And something still seems wrong. What if I give myself a little more? Yeah, that looked good. That looked good. What do you guys think? Good? 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 Yeah, I think good. Speaking of good, how are you guys doing? I hope the answer is good, but if it's not, that's oh my god. This is perfect for disco. Oh, thank you, Sad Clown. I appreciate that. Yes, cozy and that's the place to be because we are having story time tonight. It's gonna be real dramatic to start. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably make a Twitter post, huh? I should let the people on Twitter know that I'm going live. Deeply appropriate for this game, right? I do rock... Colonel, that's the sweetest thing anybody's ever said. All I want is to be a disheveled vagabond. Okay, I think I've shared this story before. I'm sure I have, but you guys know Kevin from chat. Every once in a while, Kevin with a 7 comes and joins us. He was my roommate in college, and one time his parents came over, and his mom said that I look like an old-timey dandy. Like, I dress like the way you would imagine Oscar Wilde would when he's just at home. I'm fucking Lord Byron chilling on the couch. And that is like the best thing anyone's ever said. I took that as the highest form of compliment. All I aspired to be is a romantic era writer, just hopped up on equal amounts of caffeine and absinthe, just laying on a sofa, just languishing. Right. I'm making a Twitter post. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad everybody came out. This is so nice. Let's see. Disco Elysium tonight. Be there. Or click for disco. Then I'll put a link to the old stream. Haha. www.twitch.tv/DandrewStreams. Bam, easy peasy posted. Caffeine, absinthe, and laudanum. Oh, fuck yeah. Just a rag soaked in laudanum that I stole from my doctor. Oh my god. That is just absolutely it, though. That's the vibe. Speaking of vibes, how we all doing? How we doing? I think that's a perfect vibe. The old CAL. Yep. Coffee, absinthe, laudanum. Is that what we call that drink? The Cal? We can call it the Little Cal. Just do the straight up Homestuck reference. The Little Cal. I should have combed out my beard before streaming tonight. I thought I had enough time for a shower, but I just barely did. Also, one of my guilty pleasure YouTube channels, Shift Alt X, just put out a video today for the first time in a long ass time, and it was like a lengthy deep dive into Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, like the novels and the TV shows, and just combining a bunch of source material and predicting, using the information we have, what's going to happen. I'm still a sucker for the books. The show ruined it for me for a long time, but I still have a deep love of the books and the first couple seasons of the show. It was a good show at one point in time that I deeply enjoyed, and I'm not going to let the fuck ass, shit ass, damn ass, hell ass, penis ass ending ruin it for me. Today has been same piss, different PJs kind of day. Oh, it's a shame to hear it, but I do love that phrase. Same piss, different PJs. I've been disassociating all day, but I'm mostly back now. Well, that's good. I really hope Colonel, you know Disco Elysium. This is my first playthrough, so I can't really offer any warnings. Oh shoot, I just realized chat thinks that the fish cam is still there. We'll leave it like that for now. Right, I promised I was gonna tell you guys about the fish cam. So usually, and by usually I mean as of last stream, the fish cam went here. I have taken the fish cam down for now because it is still winter. So even though the fish doorbell is active, we could interact with it. As you guys saw from last stream, there are hardly any fish. Apparently there were like 3 fish all day, or I guess 3 fish all week last week. So we're gonna wait until it warms up a little bit. We're gonna wait until like spring or summer, and then we can activate that fish doorbell. We're gonna see a lot more fish on that cam, and it's not just going to be an empty river somewhere in Utrecht. Wasn't I initially the one who peer pressured you into playing this game? Colonel, I think you were. I think you were like one of the ones that was like, yo, it's in your Steam library. You gotta play it. It's one of the best RPGs of all damn time. And it is true. Holy fuck. I am in love with this game so much so that I'm cosplaying Harry Dubois, and I got shade at the last con I was at because they're like, you didn't fucking beat the game? You didn't beat the game? What are you doing, man? I almost gave you, literally another cosplayer almost gave me spoilers because they're like, I just assumed you beat the game. That's a fair assumption, right? And I told them, cosplay does not mean I beat the game. In fact, it doesn't even mean I watched the source material. Wait until Spring Fish Fling. Spring Fish Fling. Spring Fish Fling. Spling Fish Fling. Spling Fish Fling. That is very hard to say. Everyone say Spring Fish Fling 5 times as fast as you can. Spring Fish Fling, Spring Fish Fling, Spring Fish Fling, Spring Fish Fling, Spring Fish Fling. There you have it, folks. Spring Fish Fling. Spring Fish Spleen. Spoing Floing. Spoing. We gotta play a video game. We gotta play a video game, people. Stream Orb, activate video game. Yes, Andrew, activating video game. No, that's not Stream Orb's voice. What does Stream Orb's voice sound like? Oh, Fuddruckers, I gotta change my setup a little bit here. Also gotta stop that Sims music. We don't need that shish. We don't need that shish boom ba. Don't worry, it's looking for a game, y'all. Fuck that fish. Fuck that fish. No! Don't fuck the fish. Fuck that bird. Disco Elysium. Is music all the way up? We gonna take that voice, right? Okay, good, it's cranked. Then we're gonna continue. Can we get a Feel the Heat sound clip? Oh my god, that would be so dope. All right, so for those of you who don't recall, we had a date that went extremely well. So well, in fact, that it got us a sword. So we now have a motherfucking sword. I feel like we're probably a righty. Or wait, no, you do crossbody. So yeah, if you do crossbody pull, or no, held in right hand, right? Yeah, so we are holding the saber in our right hand. And this in our left. You got a real ass goddamn sword. A super real fucking dangerous ass sword. And we are gonna go get our gun back because it is 2200 and a little bit of change. I swear to God, if we missed it because we're 10 minutes late, I am gonna shit and piss. Because we literally are incapable of waiting another day. Wait, where am I? Oh, we're too close to the fisherman shacks to travel back there again. Oh, danger. Wait, you bought Baldur's Gate 3? Oh my gosh. Cena, we should play Baldur's Gate 3 together. That would be so much fun. Have you started playing it yet, Cena? Oh my god. Who the fuck is that?
Put your hands where I can see them.
I shouldn't have done this. Cause wait, does she have our gun? The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
She screams in the megaphone. Wow, what the fuck is happening right now? How many players could technically play? Because if it's more than 2, Maraka could join us. Oh, it's definitely more than 2. It can support 4 players. I'm sure there's a multiplayer mod. Let's get that multiplayer mod going. We can have 8 people. Also, we gotta talk about what's happening here. This is crazy. Bladder's great. Yes, Colonel, join us. All right. We can all play, but I humbly request, oops, all bards. We should all play bards and just have a good old-fashioned time.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
That is our gun.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Wait, what should we do, Kim? Raise your hands. Easy, ma'am. Take it easy. It's just a standard flashlight, ma'am. Calm down. The saber's only decorative. It's not a threat to you. I'm gonna say the saber's only decorative because I don't know how many people have ever gotten this dialogue.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress! I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later.
Oh, God.
Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
You're not the police, we are the police. If we didn't want to set her off, that would be a bad choice. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Please identify yourself, ma'am. Ooh, we can get that bad boy up to 8. Hell yeah, bardy party. Oops, all bards. Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Have the pavement. You're under arrest.
She yells into the megaphone.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
Says suggestion. Officer Pigs, double your Frieder Harrier Dubois, requesting your sidearm for inspection. Let's try it.
What?
She lowers the megaphone and stares at the gun in her hand. Patrol officer, you're in gross violation of the RCM Code of Conduct. Just lower the gun, officer. That's right, Pigs. Give me the gun. It'll be all right. Nah, we're gonna keep going.
Sir?
She hesitates, looking around in confusion. The 3-barreled pepper box wavers in her hand. Patrol officer, I have to sign you up for a disciplinary hearing. Slowly shake your head.
Easy. Press her
Lieutenant
too
says.
hard and shit.
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against her lips and teeth. A trickle of blood
Jesus.
runs down her chin. She doesn't notice it.
Officer compromise. Unlawful impersonation. Pigs en route. Engage your will.
Ah, we pushed her too hard.
Okay, she's actually more agitated now.
Rogue cop
My
on the
bad.
loose. Okay, so it looks like, depending on what we choose... Boy, oh man, our hand-eye coordinate... Oh man, if we had worn the pinball... Well, how could I have possibly known? Okay, I feel like these are all bad options. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Are you on drugs? You're not the police. We are the police. I'm just gonna ask, are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
The megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Okay. So we've got a 28% chance at this hand-eye coordination. We're probably gonna get shot and maybe killed if we fail. Oh wait, we could try saying doesn't look good, let's deal with this later. And I can change into the pinball jacket.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
Fuck, Kim! We can solve this peacefully, please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert! Get on the ground!
Her eyes dart between you and Kim.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Big red key! Big red key!
Her head snaps at you.
Big red key? That's code for the battering ram.
Hey!
Cop talk. You know this.
Battering ram. Okay, battering ram.
What happened to make her like this?
Oh, empathy.
Again, a neurodegenerative disease.
Let's see. Ma'am, we're here to help. Tell us what's wrong.
The woman looks at you, but through you, like you don't exist.
Oh, this started funny and now
Her
it's getting
eyes gleam
sad.
feverishly,
Welcome to Disco
and
Elysium, I
the
guess.
rotating police beacon lights reveal deep scratch marks on her cheeks. Recent, self-inflicted. Sometimes when things get very bad, it's good to remind yourself that you have a body by scratching it.
Oh, man.
This is the police! Unlawful engagement! Hands on the ground! Scumbag!
She howls through her megaphone.
So this is what the weather's like on the other end of a cop's gun.
Kim, I hear you, ma'am. Start slowly bending over, hands going on the ground. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna ask Kim for a little assistance here.
Fascinating.
The lieutenant's eyes stay fixed on the woman and her gun. He studies them closely, then mumbles.
See? This is what happens when we are not around.
All right, 28% chance. It looks like we gotta do it. Started funny, now it's getting sad. Here we go.
She's
Oh.
frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sights.
Gun, I'm coming. Go for it. No, I know myself. I know I'm gonna fail. No gun is worth this risk. No. I know myself. I know I'm gonna fail.
Sure, you're you, but how do we end this? She's not just gonna let you leave.
Oh God, we already failed the check. What do I do? All right, time to get shot. Go for it.
Suicide by cop! Split second decision! Eat lead, scumbag!
Fuck.
Oh my god.
For a moment there,
Oh, it's not loaded. Holy shit. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh my God. We almost died.
I was 80% sure the gun is empty, and still the instinct almost took over.
Ooh, Nelly.
What is this?
The old woman looks at the
This isn't
treacherous
police
weapon.
issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real.
This isn't police issue. Police guns have bullets. Duh.
Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
The gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks.
She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This might be your only chance.
I'm done with this gun. Leave it behind forever. Now we gotta pick it up.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth slowly.
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Oh, I just realized I've been facing the wrong way this whole time. Let me fix my webcam. My webulous cam. Boo, boo, boo. Gotta fix that webcam tonight. Gotta do the webcam fix. Doobity doo. I call this move. Hold on. No, this is wrong. Shoot. Okay, I just gotta flip which screens these are on. I can do that, easy peasy. How about we switch to windowed real quick, right? And I switch this bad boy over. And then we go to full screen. Hey! See, we don't need fancy technology to fix which way I'm facing. I just gotta switch which screen the game on. Good job, team. Good job, everybody. Give yourselves a high five. Everyone high five right now.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around.
The old woman mumbles.
Nobody ever comes to visit me.
High five.
High five. I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. Gently, I feel like this is going to end terribly badly. You tried to kill me is also going to end badly. What do you think is happening to her? Or should we just arrest her? I feel like
High five.
more high five. Noise. Wow, yeah. I mean, I don't think we have the capacity to arrest her. We've got places to go and things to do. We could, I don't know. I feel like the way we've been playing Harry so far, it wouldn't be totally out of character for him to try and comfort her. And we do have very high empathy. Yeah, we can ask Kim. What do you think's happening to
She's
her?
in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
The lieutenant replies, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. But why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably.
He lowers his
Dementia
voice.
and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Yes, this is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio. You're probably right. Loneliness. I guess we'll never know. Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
Probably not. But more pressing is the question of what to do with her right now.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and gently touch her.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
Ooh. Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without a gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Wait, I was really hoping I can give her one of those station call slips. No, yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't want to endorse the hardy boy's inflated sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we can just leave her like this. She'll be fine. Yeah, we'll talk to
Then
Titus.
we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone
Oh,
home.
wow. Oh, well, yeah. You can only meet her after
But
midnight.
I think we're
so-
done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please,
Oh,
leave the radio on.
she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? Exactly. With only the voice of Gareth Morand to accompany her on Channel 8.
And that was a legendary empathy success. Well, that was sad. Let's move out, gang. We have mysteries to solve. And I don't remember where the mysteries live. I think the mysteries live this way. Freeze, pizza slice. Mystery solving team. I'm here to solve the mystery. The mystery of why Kim's ass so fat. Oh, snap! Oh wait, wrong one. There we go. It's quite the mystery. Scum, freeze back! Stop right, scum, criminal there. You've lawed the violation. Good, your stolen forfeits. I'm gonna hack you up. We should probably save and also not be wearing this outfit. Like, we shouldn't be. You know what? Can I do a new save? Is that possible? Or do you just have to save over? Well, okay. We clearly can't be wearing this. These clothes are no good. Also, we've got our gun. Do we have bullet for gun? Got an antique rifle. I thought we had a bullet somewhere. There's a fractured bullet. Apricot chewing paper. Map of Martinez. Hold on. I totally thought that we picked up like a bullet somewhere. There's the blue medicinal spirit. Postcard, postcard, postcard. Oh, hey. A 3-shot revolving barrel Villiers-LaSalle pepper box, typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn, and the engraving on the side reads Sunrise Parabellum. This is your gun, no doubt about that. Sunrise Parabellum.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Oh boy. Alright, so we've got gun, we've got sword. I totally thought we picked up a bullet somewhere. I don't even know where it would be. I mean, it would have to be in our items. Huh. Okay, so anyway, we've got to change out of these clothes. I think extra empathy and hand-eye coordination is pretty dope. That's going to be important for us. Extra composure is probably smart to have. Oh, wait, we were going to go to the communist meeting, weren't we? Oh, Fuddruckers. I think we still have time, but what do you guys think? Should we go to the communist meeting? See, these shoes give us extra empathy, but do we want empathy or do we need more perception? I feel like perception might be the way to go. These give us more half-light, but I mean, oh my god. Honestly, all of these gloves are kind of crap. But I mean, a +1 to half-light is better than a +1 to nothing, am I right? Go to the communist meeting. All right. Colonel says we go to the communist meeting, so we still have time. And we'll put some oversized superstars. Oh my god. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Or actually, you know what? I think these are the ones because this is just gonna max out our frickin' empathy. We're getting a +2 bonus to our empathy, which is already legendary tier. All right, let's move. Let's move, people. Let's unequip the gun. I don't think we need neither of these right now. Okay. Okay. Oh. You should take out your flashlight. Gee. All right. Okay, so we're going to the commie meeting. Why can't we fast travel all of a sudden? Oh, we gotta hoof it. I guess we can only fast travel during the day? It doesn't seem to... Wait, was that a bug? Oh, it's a bird. Thought that was a bug. Thought that was the phasmid. Oh, now, okay, now we can fast travel. So I guess we can only fast travel when we're in one of the highlightable areas. Okay, all right. It's communard time. Pretty sure this is where it was, right? Secret meeting of the Communist Club. Let's check to double check. Hardy and the Pig, look for Ruby, determine where the shot came from. Get yourself organized. Attend Steban's meeting at the Cape Side Apartments. So this is them. We don't know. I don't remember what door it's supposed to take place in, though. Oh, hey, there's a thing here. Waves crashing in the darkness. Oh, there's another thing here. I didn't steal anything from this room. Look at that. It's a book, 16 Days of Coldest April. Is this the door? Excuse me, ma'am, where's the meeting?
Give me a moment. What?
Would she understand if they did?
If it ain't my business, I think we'd all be better.
All right, she doesn't know about the meeting. Crap, I don't remember where the we could try this door. Let's see.
You hear someone walking.
No, no, no. Maybe it's upstairs. Let's try the balcony. Wait a minute, I think it's the balcony on the other side. Yeah, it's gotta be the balcony on the other side. Time to commune with the communists, that's right. Ugh, Harry, why are you moving so slow? Please run. I'm having trouble locating the communists. Hello, communists? Hello? Are you out here, communists? Hello? Hello, communists? How do we get to that door? Is there another staircase leading up? There is. Haha! I've located it. This is what happens when you don't play a game for a week. There it is. That's gotta be it. The secret chamber.
As you approach the metal grill, you can hear several voices having what appears to be an animated discussion. This must be it. Beyond this door lies the beating heart of radical communism in Martinez.
We can finally get organized.
Somehow, the night air softens the smell of trash and sea brine. As the breeze pulls through the canvas like a shuttle through a loom, you catch a hint of something unexpected. Something earthy, warm, and burnt. The acrid smell of failure. No, that's just slightly burnt coffee. A smell you would recognize anywhere.
Hell yeah.
Just look at these pigs sniffing about after hours.
Why didn't you say the secret door was right behind you?
Must have slipped my mind. You know how it goes.
She gives you a lackadaisical shrug.
The metal grill is cool to the touch.
It's pretty cool, Kim. You should touch it. Put your skin on that metal, Kim. Kim?
You notice the
Kim.
lieutenant is looking uncustomarily anxious. His posture is rigid. His right hand hovers near the zipper of his jacket.
You okay, Kim?
Oh, I'm fine. I was practically born to infiltrate underground communist cells.
He takes a quick look over his shoulder.
Which is just to say, we should be prepared for any eventuality.
We're gonna try to
You
listen.
can make out at least two separate voices.
Lick it. Ah, hello, Bibia. Oh, Bibia, happy Wembus Day. Hello. Can we get a shout out for Olivia? Olivia.
High five.
Oh, I still don't know why it does that. Whenever I switch back to another scene, it starts replaying whatever TTS messages have gone in. Hey guys, Olivia is a longtime friend of the channel, and you should go follow her. But by the number of people who just shouted Olivia in chat, I think y'all already follow her. We are all already friends here. But you know who we aren't friends with yet? This communist cell that we're about to infiltrate.
2 voices, both male, approximately early 20s.
Careful with those now. I have it. It's going to work. I can feel it.
I'm gonna bang on the grill.
The clang of metal reverberates all along the scaffolding. The voices coming from the other side fall silent.
So we are infiltrating a communist cell, but how are you doing, Olivia? How's your Wednesday night? You doing anything fun or cool? And if you aren't, I hope you do soon. Let me adjust my mic. I say this every stream, but I need to buy a new mic arm. So, hey, if you haven't hit that wacky little sub button right there, that button right there, that's my new mic arm money. All of those funds go directly into getting a new mic arm before the end of the month. You know what? I'm gonna make that promise to myself. Future Dandrew, look at me. Look at me. Look me in the eyes. You're buying a new mic arm. This one sucks. This one's no good. You need a new one. Go do it. Go to Amazon.com, buy mic arm. Search Swivel Divil, and it will appear. Just relaxing after laundry and din-dins. Sounds like a good old-fashioned time.
A pair of frightened hares cowering in some dark crevice of their burrow.
Bunny.
Who's there? Is that you, Maurice?
It's not Maurice, it's the police. That's right, it is I, Maurice. Are you all communists? I'm looking for some communists. Are you all communists? I'm looking
Who
for
said
communists.
communist? Did we say communist? Get out of here.
Listen, I've already built like 0.0001% of communism, but now I need to get organized. Can you help me?
For a moment, silence.
What's the passphrase?
It's blessed are the sausage grinders. It's we await the silent mole empire. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? It's remember Dobreva and ABBA, the band. Look, I don't know your passphrase. We know it's remember Dobreva and Abadan Eyes.
There's no response. You begin to wonder whether they've slipped out some back way. No, they're still there. You can feel them back there.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
All right. The key's taped to the back of the door frame. Just make sure you put it back when you're done, or we'll all be locked out. And do watch the concrete. It just kind of falls away, in places.
Charmant. After you, detective.
Chamon? Chamon!
Have fun at your underground meeting, Pig. Hope it's a blast.
Oh, thanks, Cindy. Gosh, she's so nice.
The 2 young men are either oblivious to or
Oh no,
ignoring
he's
your
hot.
entrance. Their attentions are fixed on whatever it is they're stacking in the middle of the floor.
Oh no, they're playing with dominoes.
Matchboxes, it appears.
I think it's holding, Alexis.
It is. It's holding.
The Echo Maker.
It's definitely not holding. Those matchboxes are stacked so haphazardly, it's like they want them to collapse.
Careful, careful.
Oh, we broke their tower. Okay, alright.
Damn, hardly any difference.
The young man shakes his head and then looks up at you and the lieutenant with barely concealed irritation.
You two, you are late.
They should know the meeting starts at 10 p.m. sharp.
His companion looks up at you and squints.
One leader and one follower. The most ancient power dynamic.
The most ancient power dynamic.
There's a great deal of tension in this young man's shoulders, more than someone his age should bear. Meanwhile, his companion inclines toward him, eager to catch every word that dribbles from his friend's mouth. Don't let them see you flustered, sire. Play along.
My apologies, comrades. I had to be sure I wasn't being tailed by our class enemies. The young man considers you a moment.
We all have to take precautions, especially during these delicate times. What matters is that you've made it, and that you've done the reading.
The what? Oh, oh, sir. Reading? Ooh, reading? No, no. Not doing that. Homework? Fuck it. I'm out. Always two there are, a master and an apprentice. And a hairy communist. Reading is for nerds, but you know what isn't for nerds? Unionizing. You don't have to read to unionize.
No one said anything about reading. You'll just have to wing this one.
Kim, did you do the reading? The reading, yes, I've definitely done that.
You have? Excellent. Let's hear your critique then.
There were too many words.
Too many words?
Yes, but if the writer just cut a few, I'm sure it would be fine.
It doesn't sound like they've done the reading, Steban.
Well, this is getting awkward. I'm not sure what you're expecting to find here then.
There's profound consternation in his voice. You suspect it's about something bigger than your not having done the reading.
Oh no, the consternation.
Maybe they can explain themselves.
What were you doing now with those matchboxes?
The young man frowns at the little pile of boxes on the floor.
Nothing, just messing around until the meeting started.
What exactly are you two doing here?
In the most generous sense, I would say we're cultivating revolutionary consciousness.
Yes, that's probably the best way to describe it.
Are you sure that's the best way to describe what's going on here? Because it looks like a bunch of empty chairs and some matchboxes.
But more specifically, we are running a reading group. The most rigorous and theoretically advanced materialist reading group in Martinaise.
Comrade Steban is a great discussion leader. One of the best at the university.
It's a book club.
It's obvious they take this group of theirs extremely seriously. Whatever you do, don't compare it to a common book club.
I'm sorry, Logic. I just blurted it out. I said it. I'm sorry, okay?
Yawn. Can you imagine anything duller than a bunch of Beano-clads yanking each other's knobs?
Sounds like a yank fest for Beanos. Sounds like a regular book club, or sounds like a place for intense intellectual engagement. Exactly my kind of jam.
That's our whole thing. The world is so shallow, all noise and repetition. We're interested in genuinely radical critique.
Precisely. We are not interested in senseless parroting. We like to read critically.
Says the senseless parrot.
Within the contours of Mazovian historical materialism, of course.
I didn't realize they taught radical Mazovian theory in the universities.
Huh. As though you can call that problem teaching.
One thing you learn quickly at university is that you're not going to find a real education in any lecture hall or discussion
That's
seminar.
right. That's right. You got to graduate from the school of hard knocks. You got to hit that pavement. You got to gain knowledge by eating things that you find off the ground. Just like that.
We are post-attendance, basically.
Exactly. The only worthwhile part of the so-called École Normale de Revachol is the library. That's where we've made our greatest critical strides.
I've made some pretty critical strides at the library, too. Take that as you will. Kim, can we arrest these kids for truancy? Okay, so what does your reading group actually read?
We study all the foundational texts of Mazovian theory, of course. Just last week, we finished the second volume of Puncher and Watman's Innocence of Capital.
Truly extraordinary.
And before that, we spent 6 weeks on State and Plasm.
Uh-oh. You can feel your attention span rapidly deteriorating.
We must force ourselves to keep listening.
We've also read Wertmüller's The Megastructure of History.
The Megastructure.
Real and Reality.
Real and Reality.
Communist theorists love puns, in case that wasn't obvious.
Hablars une pain infernale.
Un pay for now?
The original Fizdale translation, not that watered down revisionist garbage.
These two deserve the Order of Honor for bullshitting. There's no way they've actually read all this stuff.
Obviously.
He snorts like that.
But, of course, our special emphasis is on the theories of Ignace Nilsson and his followers, especially the inframaterialists.
I know who Krasmazov is, but who is this Ignace Nilsson guy?
Only Krasmazov's most trusted lieutenant, the evangelist of the revolution, and the founding father of the People's Republic of Samara.
It's hard to overstate how unimpressed he is that you've never heard of this world historical individual.
Oh, a legendary failure by encyclopedia.
He also happens to be the greatest communist theorist after Mazov himself. It was Nielsen who first postulated the existence of ideological plasm, which forms the basis of inframaterialist theory.
The young man sighs. His companion looks about furtively.
Let's see. Did this reading group have anything to do with the lynching?
Lynching? No. We're not an operational cell.
We think of ourselves as more of an intellectual vanguard.
Okay, but what's your group's stance on the lynching?
Our stance? What? Do you want to know if the SRV has established a party line on the lynchings in Martinez?
The two young men look at one another.
The SRV refers to the People's Republic of Samara, established as a socialist utopia by survivors of the revolution. It has since degenerated into a bureaucratic workers' state under the decades-long rule of President Sapormat Sport Kenezinski.
Though historically speaking, the SRV has supported direct action against right-wing paramilitary squads, especially when they are doing the Indo-Tribes' dirty work.
Good point. So as a provisional matter, I can say we support it.
Are they being sarcastic? You feel like you're caught in some elaborate joke labyrinth, but it's impossible to see your way through. It's always that way. Beneath the crust of irony, there's a molten sincerity that threatens to erupt forth. You may witness it yet.
Oh man, okay. We gotta see if we can get these guys to admit that they haven't read all their books. Is your reading group affiliated with the Union somehow?
No, we're an independent organization.
He says proudly.
We acknowledge and respect the Union's efforts, but our interests are more theoretical than Mr. Clare's.
He speaks the truth.
So what's your stance on crime in general?
That's easy. Crime is simply the inevitable expression of the injustice and incoherence embedded within capitalism itself. It's a symptom, in other words, not a cause.
He waves his hand as though this is all there is to say on the subject of crime.
His companion can barely suppress a yawn.
Are there any operational communists in Martinez?
No, unfortunately. The communards were hunted down and killed nearly to a man. All that's left of them are bones and old rifles.
Like this one.
His companion's eyes widen as you hold up the ancient weapon.
Yes, like that one. I wonder how many of these are still lying around in cellars or sealed up behind the masonry.
He knits his brows together and then looks up.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, here.
It's heavier than I was expecting.
The rifle rests in his open palms. Its position reminds you of something.
Though what, exactly, you can't say. He turns the rifle over again, admiring the glint of light off the oily barrel. When he's finished, he returns the rifle to you with a nod of appreciation.
Very nice. So where's the rest of the reading group?
What do you mean? This is the reading group.
Shouldn't a group have, like, more people in it?
We're in something of a rebuilding phase.
Of course, the rebuilding phase. Well, that would imply that there was something to rebuild in the first place.
Some of our former comrades didn't have the ideological fortitude our work demands.
Okay, but what happened to them?
Intellectual attrition is maybe the best way to describe it. Felix said he couldn't keep up with the reading on top of his classwork. And Susanna wanted to read text other than Mazovian theory. Like novels, if you can believe
it. So they chased their friends away.
Imagine the audacity of wanting to read a novel in a reading group.
Novels, unbelievable.
See? Even a gendarme gets it.
We've tried recruiting new members, but unfortunately the current intellectual climate is pretty hostile to inframaterialist thought. These days, if you're on the left, the ascendant schools are the Godwallians and their iconoclasts.
Iconoclasts?
Don't forget about Maurice and the turnips.
There's turnips? Turnips don't pay their taxes. We know this for a fact. We've seen it on stream. Turnips don't pay taxes.
Right. Then there was the whole turnip debacle.
Whatever this turnip business is about, one thing is perfectly clear. These young students have a much deeper understanding of communism than you do. You could learn a thing or two from them. If you can convince them you're one of them.
Who are the iconoclasts?
For starters, they love talking about beans.
Beans?
That's right. Iconoclasts are obsessed with beans. They love thinking about beans. They love counting beans. But most of all, they love building models to predict how many beans there'll be in the future.
Deadbeat turnips.
Nota bene, iconoclast is an extra pejorative form of the already pejorative name, Mazovian economists, a moderate school of Mazovianism which advocates the gradual transition to communism through carefully managed economic modernization rather than violent social revolution.
They're by far the most bean-centric school of communism.
The most bean-centric school.
Ah yes, the much maligned bean counters, ensconced in their think tanks and high-rises, believing they can save the world through a series of incremental, assiduously technocratic reforms.
I don't get it. Are the beans a metaphor? But isn't it good to know how many beans there are? What's wrong with making progress through modern economic reforms? I mean, none of these are what I would like to say, which is, yeah, fuck the bean counters. But, I think if you find out more about the turnips, you might find your way to the root of the issue. I'm gonna see what they say. I'm gonna say what's wrong with making progress through moderate economic reforms.
Please. There's nothing moderate about their love for counting beans. If I were a Gottwaldian, I would probably diagnose them with Bohnenfixierung.
Bohnenfixierung.
You see, iconoclasts claim to be communists, but in reality they're just liberals with hard-ons for spreadsheets.
And the Gottwaldians, what's so bad about them?
They're the most depressing school of communism. They love writing long books with a patina of Mazovian theory to cover up their cheap psychologizing.
A gang of cheap psychologists and intellectual midgets. Typical Gottwalders, in other words.
His companion sneers.
It's okay for Uli to say that, because his dad is from Gottwald.
What's so depressing about their theories?
The Gottwald school believe that intellectuals as a class are incapable of sparking revolutionary change. So all they can do is critique capitalism from inside itself.
Geez, sounds familiar.
In other words, they have lost faith in their own relevance.
That's why they spend all their time smoking cigarettes and writing long works of criticism that make you want to commit suicide.
That sounds miserable.
It is miserable. That's probably why they're always committing suicide. You see, the Gottwald school look like communists. They talk like communists. But scratch the patina and you'll see beneath that they're just depressed liberals who've read too many books.
So it turns out that all communists are just liberals. And what about the liberals? Are they liberals too?
Of course not. The only people who actually call themselves liberals are mouth-foaming reactionaries.
These guys are funny.
Basically indistinguishable from fascists. You'd need an X-ray machine to tell the difference.
Did you say something about turnips?
It's an unfortunate story. You see, our ex-comrade Maurice is something of an economist.
Maurice?
He's studying macro and microeconomics.
Oh my god, he's studying both types of beans. He's the bean man!
Wow, a real intellectual, it sounds like.
The lieutenant arches his eyebrows. Can I get a bean man in chat for Maurice? Maurice the bean man? Bean man's in chat, please.
Right. So a few weeks ago, we were discussing the extra physical capabilities of the revolutionary state. And Maurice said, what were his exact words, Ulexis?
I believe he said, beans! 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 John Beanman! Beans! This is the most accurate portrayal of leftist discourse I've ever seen. Oh yeah, no, just sitting around in a room, playing with matchboxes, drinking coffee.
It was unbelievable. He said, turnips don't care if they are grown by communists, moralists, or Vulcan. They grow just the same.
Basically, he was rejecting the whole foundation of inframaterialist theory.
What is this inframaterialist business they keep blathering about? You've never heard of anything like it.
Remind me what inframaterialist theory says about turnips again?
Simply that under suitably revolutionary conditions, crop yields naturally increase relative to non-revolutionary crops, which Morris somehow has the gall to deny.
Total bullshit.
Susanna said that he has been hanging out with some non-communists lately.
For us, the question boiled down to, if you don't even accept the basic ideas of Nielsen and inframaterialist theory, why are you in the reading group?
So you expelled Maurice from the reading group over an argument about turnips?
Well, it wasn't so much that he was expelled.
He just quit coming. We haven't seen him around for weeks.
What about Cindy? Is she part of the group?
Cindy is... how to describe her role?
Ads have been snoozed. Thank you very much, Connie. Oh, Iculio's here! Mr. Streamer's live! That's right, Iculio. We have infiltrated a communist cell and are asking them questions about communism, like whether Cindy's a part of the group.
Something of an ideological auxiliary, perhaps.
Yes, that's exactly how I would put it. And naturally, we support her radical counter-liberal aesthetics.
Nah, you're good. You're good. So, Colonel, I've started doing, and this is new. Here, I'll give you a bigger face for this. I've started doing ad breaks every hour, 3-minute ad breaks. That way we don't get the pre-rolls. It's a small price to pay for no pre-rolls, but it is a price to pay. So, hopefully we don't have to worry about ad breaks again for a little while. Putting the ads to sleep with the fishes.
But she refuses to submit an essay, so we can't call her a member of the group per se.
Iculio, how's your Wednesday going? You having a good, fun time in the middle of the week? It feels like a Thursday. Today has Thursday vibes. It's giving Thursday.
That doesn't stop her from using the room for studio space, of course.
I've heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Go ahead.
Is the reading group accepting new members?
We typically only accept new members once per semester. There's this whole process with essays and presentations on assigned topics.
So it's been snoozed for 5 minutes. So then we have 5 minutes of snoozable time. Also, oh my god, look at how many badges you have. You have VIP, you have FFZ supporter, you have first, and you have TwitchCon 2024. Holy shit, you went to TwitchCon! Yo, Iculio, how was TwitchCon in Rotterdam? I bet it was cool. I thought today was Thursday. Honestly, it feels like end of the week.
But given that we have some extra seating at the moment, I guess we could be convinced to expedite an application or two.
Oh, two. Kim, come on, join us.
Steban, you can't be serious. For these gendarmes?
Fuck yeah, for these gendarmes.
Serious. As materialists, we've got to adapt to conditions as they are. Besides, he still need to pass the interview portion of the entrance process.
He turns back to you.
Assuming he's even still interested, that is.
That's enough for tonight. Will you still be here if I have more questions?
Sure. We're here most every night. Maybe we'll catch you again.
Sleep well, gendarme.
Okay, so we've got some things to look at. Let's look around real quick. A rickety easel surrounded by pots of gauche. Cindy's, no doubt. Could it be the Phasmid? No, probably not. No war but class war. This poster reads, Under the Cobblestones, Communism. Try not to think about the cracks spidering out across the floor. Coffee. Pointy. At the bottom of the pot, an isle of black sludge rises from a shadowy sea. Alright, okay. We gotta see what we can do to raise our composure. I think we might have more clothing that gives us extra composure, but let's see. I think we're wearing our composure pants right now. Those might be the only composure clothes we have. Wait, no, these shoes give us composure. These give us less composure. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything else that gives us composure. We might be boned. We might be able to try the check again, though.
Returns. What do you need?
Subliterate nematode. Wait, so it is actually impossible? I wonder if there are books that we can read that might be able to help us. So we found a book, 16 Days in Coldest April. I wish to
In your
interact.
hands, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekaterina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Oh no, Connor, you're right. Dark Nelson got to you and made you forget about Nelson Welson. It's just close to impossible. Feels heavy.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
Whoa.
It would do that in Grad.
How long is this book anyway?
You flip through the book.
All right, it looks like we're about to get an ad in a minute here.
And the type quite small.
So hang tight, everybody who experiences ads.
It's nearly 600 pages long. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading.
We shall look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
What does she look like?
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you.
Let's begin reading.
In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Hugo Grad riots
good, a
in
16.
the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. The Hugo Grad riots took place from 27 to 29.
Okay, this is actually interesting information.
Fueled by ethnic unrest and the state's repressive
Have a good bathroom break,
These
Colonel.
events
We'll see you in a bit.
often seen as marking the end of a brief period of liberalization known as the Hugo Grad Spring. Like all such periods, it is frequently memorialized in art and literature. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
Love blossoming on the battlefield. What happens
It would
next?
physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
Yes.
Fuck it. Do it. It can't be worse than what you've already felt.
Read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward
It actually physically harmed
and
me.
in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life. The man becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence. He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And, in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
So this is basically a super long realist romance novel. Funny, how the realism and romance, do those, who knows?
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovo fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one.
Sweet Jesus.
The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
Why can't I put this book away?
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret. Good stuff. I fucking loved this.
Somehow I don't think so. Okay, we read a book. Maybe
The
now.
gendarme returns. What do you need?
Look at that. For each book we read, the check gets a little easier. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. The odds are still bad, but are there any? Do we have any more books in our inventory? Hold on. Hold still. Let's see. Maybe there's more things. Yeah, there is another book. Book La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. So we can read that. There's a map of Martinez, but I don't think that counts as a book. Let's read another book.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
And we're going to flip through the pages and see what catches our eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white.
I literally don't even remember where we found this, where we got this book.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several
we can read more
sections.
things.
International development, Kunst und Kultur,
Kunst
and
und Kultur.
local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Ooh, who is less realistic, romance or people? I think people are unrealistic. I don't like books with people in them. I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Seminole.
Aha! The ad break has ended. Welcome back, audience.
You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Something about bear wrestling in Samara. Book riots in Yugograd.
Book riots? We just read a book about a riot in Yugograd.
Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
What is
the
Kunst
table
und
of contents
Kultur?
unfolds before you. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Ah, the culture part I got.
Why they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you.
That's prehistoric as heck. People aren't real. They're just weirdly shaped pigeons. Exactly.
It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand.
Thank you, Esprit de Corps.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Who's CS?
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Hey, just a moment. What is this Tip Top Tournée?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Him would absolutely love that. Are you kidding me?
If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll.
There's a death toll. Fuck yeah. That's the best kind of racing. All right, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers.
But oh, we will be shocked to learn.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top? What's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Also, Connor, rush B? No, my friend, we rush E in this house.
So, all of it, basically.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
Ah, Nasteb Encolada Bernal.
Just a moment. Those names seem awfully familiar.
Wait a minute. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Bucher? Who do we know? Where do we know these guys from? What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with
price.
sponsorships.
Every pleasure,
also, tonight's stream is brought to you by HelloFresh.
As the joy of racing others around a track is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Welcome back, Colonel. Welcome back. Hello. Please welcome back to the show, Colonel Science, everybody. Hello, welcome. Sponsored by HelloFresh and Temu.
Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a Fritta.
Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournament is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
No sponsors, Cena. I was being silly because they were talking about sponsors in this fake magazine article we're reading. I ain't got none sponsors. Yet. That's right, baby. Not yet. Kim, did you know Tip Top Tournay is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea. Kim, you wouldn't believe how badly written some of these articles are. Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tournay for the races. He who? Oh, it was about Icoolio. Oh, I see. Wait. What sponsor? Icoolio has sponsor? Oh, you got a sponsorship thingy. Oh, shit. Icoolio, who's your sponsor? Where'd you get a sponsorship?
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality.
Lieutenant sighs.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
So there was something I wanted to read in here.
It evokes as you leaf through this the main feature, though, you think it's
shit.
also all of it.
No, wrong one,
basically.
wrong one.
And that sure, it's the magazine.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Oh no. I wonder what, it's too bad. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say...
You flip back
so we already
to the
see
front
this.
of
So
the
I
magazine.
wanted to go back to this and do,
it evokes as you leaf through the main feature.
I want to read the profile of
this
CS.
so-called artist
CS.
spotlight is
The
really
artist
just
spotlight.
a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Nice. 2 press tickets to a con. Very nice. What con? Is this for TwitchCon or is it for a different convention?
That certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who likes to harass you from her balcony.
Yeah, we can talk to... I thought that was her.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
I'd like to read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid,
Tomocon, is this an anime convention or is this like a Comic-Con?
Turn to smoke under communism.
Turn to smoke under communism. That is the rigid crystalline structures of capitalist ideology.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Oh yeah, this is only the 4th issue.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Yours in struggle. That's how I'm ending all of my emails from now on. To whom it may concern, Dick, but yours in struggle, Dangerous Streams. Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
All right, we'll read the local concerns, but then we got to stop reading.
Much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt.
Ooh, nice.
First,
Ooh,
we
anime
take
and
Martinez,
cosplays. That sounds like super
then
fun.
we take La
Are you going to stream it? I know I've seen a lot of people bring their streaming rigs to conventions, Icoolio. Like the back-mounted ones. Are you going to stream your time there? Because that'd be really cool.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Or why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Nah, charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
Icoolio, where did you get your IRL backpack from? Because I don't go to many cons, but it might be really fun to stream from a con floor. I don't know. I I'm a little nervous about live content because I don't know what it... I've thought about this though. I mean, I live in a great city. I live in Chicago, so it might be really cool if I could just do like walk around streams where I'm walking around just kind of showing off the city.
Good thing your rent-paying days are behind you. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, we put the magazine away. And now, maybe...
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
We are now a somewhat bookish toad with a +4, bringing us to a 28% check. This is a white check so that we can try it again. Oh, hold on. I'm guessing these pots of gauche belong to Cindy. Or how about you two wrote that article in La Fumée, didn't you?
You've read our article.
For the first time since you've met the young man, words seem to desert him.
That I did not expect.
His companion is blushing now, a sheepish grin on his face.
Well, don't keep us on tenterhooks. What did you think of the essay?
Pardon, tenterhooks? The fuck did you say to me, youth?
The delicate egos on these boys. Even though you're just some cop, they're desperate for your approval. Hey, you're not just some cop. You've got highly developed critical faculties. Now's your chance to show them off.
It sounded like a recycled university essay, frankly. It was a good article. You should keep developing your ideas.
Well, of course, that's just an initial foray into the subject. We're hoping to return to it for a more substantial treatment.
We gotta be nice to these guys because we want to join their little club. We gotta puff them up a little bit. You've got to be careful with live streaming in public. You don't want to invade the... Yes, that is true. That is true. Don't want to invade privacy. I know I've seen people stream... Well, I guess... who was it? I know Dog VA does biking streams, or did biking streams when he was living in Japan. I think he's still in Japan. I'm not sure. So that's an interesting idea, and I feel like you're less likely to invade someone's privacy when you're moving a little more quickly. So I'm not sure. So with that in mind, the needed parts you pay, oh goodness, and a data plan in Holland is 35 euros. So you pay 30. Okay, so it's 35 a month for the backpack kit. Have you done streams with it before, or would this be your first time, Icolio? Oh hell yeah! I mean, you gotta get. Look, I'm an audio nut. Audio is the most important thing to me. So audio is important. Graphical fidelity is less important to me, but it is important that it look nice.
In any case, I'm glad our piece found its audience. That's always the hope with these things, you know.
I'm guessing these pots of gauche belong to Cindy?
Yeah, it's hers. She just sort of moved it all in a few months ago.
She said if she's going to make truly radical art, she needs a suitably radical workspace.
And I don't think she could afford rent at an actual studio.
Do you like her art?
Oh, sure. It's definitely interesting, I would say. I guess you could call her latest stuff a sort of counter-bourgeoisie calligraphy. She's got a real taste for radical slogans.
It's too bad she hasn't developed the theoretical foundation to do truly radical work.
A tenterhook is a metal hook on a device called a tenter, made for drying cloth. On tenterhooks is an expression meaning in suspense, because the cloth would be stretched out taut. Now, the reason I haven't heard this phrase before is it is mostly used by youths. I'm talking the TikTok, Gen Z generation. They're the ones talking about them tenterhooks. We, the wizened elders, we don't know much about tenterhooks. We use laundry machines, but the youth are doing their own laundry for the most part by hand with washboards and in basins, and they hang them to dry in lines in the backyard. Gen Z is big into the laundry culture. Hashtag laundry life. On tenterhooks, for real, no cap. I'm on tenterhooks on God.
I think she'll get there, though. She's still looking for a subject equal to her ambitions.
Okay, so Iculio's done some streams with it, but mostly Rent the Bag and myself out to friends and stream for their channels. Oh, that's fun. Oh, very cool. Connor, we should go halfsies on a streaming backpack so we can do parkour streams. But first, we got to learn how to do parkour. Privacy, not really an issue. And people say, hey, can you stop filming or something like that? I'll just move on. Fair. Yeah, and you've got to ask for permission from the organization. Now I'm wondering, what's the deal with this place?
The deal? At a fundamental level, I guess you could call it the shattered bones of a dream crushed by capital.
Sounds about right.
That's really good, Steban. You should save that for an essay.
Thanks, Uli.
Asen
When
stream.
the idea is sound, the words just sort of flow.
Yes, now keep developing the idea.
If this place is the Shattered Bones, that must make us the Bone Weevils.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not as good as Steban's original idea, though.
Okay, let's move
Go
on.
ahead.
So it is a 28% chance because we've only read a few books, but that isn't horrible. So we've got a little more than a 1 in 4 chance. Or actually, hold on. Yeah, 25% would be a 1 in 4. Yeah. I'm gonna try it.
Is it getting warm in here? There seems to be a little pool of sweat forming in the depression of your lower back.
Definitely not sweating. No, sir.
Excellent work. Now there's a dark handprint on the back of your shirt. Everyone will be able to see the evidence of your overactive sweat glands.
Why am I getting so worked up? They're just a couple of kids.
Let's be frank. They're probably way smarter than you.
Wow, thanks, composer.
You bet they've read more books than you can even name. Of course, if you're nervous, it wouldn't hurt to read another book or two.
Rhetoric, stop.
The hardest part will just be working up the nerve to ask without soiling yourself.
Everything all right, gendarme? You look a little green about the gills.
All right, so it is locked. We are going to level up our composure because I feel like that's a good one to have more of anyway. We're just going to go ahead and level up this bad boy. There we goes.
The gendarme returns.
So that brings it up to a 42%, and we can read more books. So let's go, well, hold on. We're about to, like, leave.
The gendarme returns.
42%. Should I try it again? I feel like I should try it again, but what do you guys think? What do y'all think? I don't want to put, I think we've reached our cap for composure, too. Connie says try it again. Wait. Hold on. We got to be careful here. I think we hit, yeah, we're at composure cap. We cannot level up composure again. We literally cannot level up composure again. So we got to be very, very careful. Also, hold on. Did we get... Oh, no. We're working on Wasteland Reality. Okay. Oh, no. Cena rolled a nat 1. Okay. All right. We can't ever try this again. So, but the bookstore is probably closed. Do we have any more books in our inventory? We've got a damaged ledger, Yellow Man mug, handwritten note from the fridge, got an apricot chewing gum wrapper, a map of Martinez. Yeah, shit. All right. Okay, we're gonna try it again. It's a 42% chance. It's a 42% chance. We're gonna try it.
Take a deep breath. You've done some reading these past few days, but you also know there's more to life than what you find in books.
Past few days, try past few hours.
Now, chin up. You've got this.
This is just the group I've been looking for. No, we're gonna crack our knuckles. All right, let's do this interview.
Oh, you want to start now? Sure, we can manage that.
You've caught him off balance. The momentum is already in your favor.
That's right.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're interested in? And we'll just see where the conversation goes.
For me, it's more about finding the right thing for the right moment.
We prefer difficult books. Books that might destroy you if you don't destroy them first.
That's enough, Uli. It's the gendarme's opinions we're interested in. But to Comrade Ulix's point, isn't there value in reading really difficult books? Just for the sheer challenge of it.
I tried reading this extremely depressing Gradian novel.
Oh, right. 16 Days of Coldest, whatever. What was your take on it?
This is a good start. They're starting to loosen up. You feel relaxed and in control.
And I'm shining my flashlight in their eyes.
The novel's characters and themes. Even better, you're able to connect those themes to your critique of the novel's formal qualities. such as they are.
But eventually I finished it, however much physical pain it caused me.
Sounds to me like a typical bourgeois social novel, designed to assuage the egos of frustrated housewives and win international awards. And Gradian realism is the worst realism. It's nearly as bad as Gottwaldian critical theory.
Makes you want to gouge your eyes out. Or better, gouge the author's eyes out.
These kids are eating out of your hand, practically.
We got this. We got this.
Another
We're going to join the
quarter of
book
an hour
club.
Disappears. The questions come rapid fire, but you have an answer for every one.
That's right, baby.
Now you can sense things starting to slow down. The interview must be reaching an inflection point.
But now I'm curious. Do you think there's value in reading so-called practical nonfiction?
Listen, books are fine and all, but to be straight with you, they're no substitute for a real story.
Okay, we'll bite. What sort of stories are we talking about?
The young man and his companion look at one another, then turn back to
A
you.
real-life procedural, complete with gory details.
Ooh.
How about a tale of adventure, intrigue, and daring-do?
Let's just say the human body starts to do some weird things when it's been in a tree for 7 days. I'll tell you how I infiltrated the wild pines for my investigation. Let me tell you about a little incident I had with this woman at my hostel. I'll tell you about the time I woke up and completely forgot what money is. I mean, these are all pretty damn good. I'll tell you how I think how I infiltrated the wild pines is pretty incredible, or about the time I woke up and completely forgot what money is. Oh man. Okay. 2 or 4? 2 being how we infiltrated this megacorp, or 4 being the time we completely forgot about. Yeah, Cena says 4. Cena says 4. I'm thinking 4 might be it, right?
Oh, we're getting into the psychiatric pathologies of life under capital. Let's see where this goes.
Yes, I'm rather curious myself.
Oh yeah, we never gave the full story to Kim.
Now you're getting somewhere. These boys aren't even bothering to contain their interest. They want to see how you weave the threads of this story together.
Human can opener.
I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like to wake up with no concept of what money is.
Wonder no longer. I'm right here.
If you encountered it in a novel, you'd say it sounded like a plot contrivance or like a fantasy.
But isn't the point that money is itself just a collective fantasy?
Perhaps. But it's a fantasy that pays for things. Like your hostel bill.
No. It's just like Mazovrot. The freeman of the future will be he who awakens in perfect ignorance of capital.
Wait, Steban, are you saying the gendarme is some kind of future communist?
Oh, we're a future communist.
Another quarter of an hour disappears. The conversation bounces back and forth.
The free
Whatever
man
their
of the future,
pretensions, it's
John
clear
Freeman.
These two have been craving something
We were
real.
studying in our was-studied laboratory.
Now you can sense things starting to slow down. Time to wrap this tale up.
And anyway, even if you could somehow unpeel time, it wouldn't be the you who gets rich from those
But
investments.
that would imply that whenever you unpeel time, you leave behind some kind of doppelganger in now time.
Good God. Have we really been talking about unpeeling time for a quarter hour?
Good God.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there. But listen, gendarme. We could use someone with your breadth of expertise. With just a little more theoretical background, I think you'll be able to make some real
We're in,
contributions.
baby, we're in! We made it. We did it. Good job, team. Great job, everybody.
Thank you.
We're in.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group.
GG,
in
thank you,
Martinez.
Olivia. Yes, we
Here's
made
your
it.
first assignment. It's an
Oh.
overview of inframaterialist theory. A little basic, as you'll see. But one has to start somewhere.
Homework. I'll add it to my... I'll just take the book.
Come back when you're done. We'll be here pretty much every night after 10 p.m. Do be sure to take your time with the reading. We'll be eager to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, we're not gonna read that. We're not reading that, people. It's already 2 a.m. and we have to fight Final Boss. We have to go fight Final Boss. Here, we'll go to the Martinez waterfront. We'll go fight Final... Or wait a minute, we have to talk to this lady first because we know
Hello
a secret
again,
about
officers.
her.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, no, I guess not. I thought we would get some dialogue because we read her article in the Communist News Papel. In the periodical. We saw her in the periodical. Come along, Kim. Now is the time. Now is the time, Kim. We must defeat Final Boss in an epic battle of wills. Excellent. We can now travel to the Fisherman Stacks. Okay. You guys ready for this? Now we're actually going to fight Final Boss. Except I don't think it's the final boss. I know last time I had said that it seemed like maybe this was the end of the game, but I think there's another chapter after this. So I don't think this is the end of the game. I will, however, equip my sword in my offhand here. And Kim has got a gun, so we should be fine. Yeah, I think we need flashlight more than gun. We're gonna save. The real final boss is the Phasmid. Yeah, that's right. What in hell? There's crap over here. There's money. Oh shit, give me that money. Yes. Kim, we got paid. Income, a concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. I'll bury my concrete. No, it feels strange.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
Oh no.
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
Oh.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to.
All right, Ruby's hurting us pretty bad. Final boss is gonna murder us.
Doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait, no. Not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
I'm not gonna cover him. Oh god, not again.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience.
Oh
Way worse
jeez.
than all the
We might
previous
actually
ones.
die here.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
She turns the dial in her hand. Yeah, we're dead. Wait.
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm.
Oh
your
no.
jaw.
Oh no. So I'm guessing this is bad.
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
All right, we gotta fight it. Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark.
Oh my god.
You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Holy fuck, we're dead.
Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Oh man. So, I mean, obviously we got to try again. And this time we got to cover our ears. There's nothing... We've got to cover our ears. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't know if we have enough... I don't know. Maybe if we put on more pain threshold clothes? Because right now we're wearing... Yeah, no, we don't need logic here. Come on now. We need pain threshold, baby. What gives us pain threshold? I know we've got shivers and physical instruments. Hold on. Hey, pain threshold. There we go. You love to see it. These give us interfacing. These give us authority, but I don't know if that's what we need. We definitely want... I think what? Perception boots? Yeah, I think perception boots are going to get us where we need to go. Obviously we want the horrific necktie in case shit goes down. I don't think any of these hats are what we want at all, so we'll keep the Mazovian hat on. We're going to equip gun instead of flashlights. We don't need the empathy shades, not here, not now. What we need is... I don't know, maybe savoir faire? Let's try it and see what happens. Oh, wait a minute, do we have bullets? Yeah, we've got 2 bullets! Alright, in we go. Well, first, we steal the money. It feels strange. We gotta take that money. Did I say steal? I meant take. I meant, find the money.
Suddenly, your entire body is
so we're under attack.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once.
Oh, 2M is here. Hello! Greetings, fellow humanoid. Greetings, 2M. How you doing tonight? How's your Wembus Day night treating you? You've died.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
But here we are.
And I was really hoping you wouldn't have some kind of crazy machine.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to. Doesn't wish to hurt you, not according to your
Yeah, legendary failure.
Wait, no, not even your
There's no way we would have been able to.
This is going directly into your neural pathway.
Yeah, we gotta cover our ears. No, we got damaged anyway.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this.
Oh wow,
It's
I
an
honestly think we need to go like buy some healing
way worse
items.
than all the previous ones.
Shit.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
All right, we're gonna yell through the static. You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
All right, it kills us. Damn.
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure.
We already went through this. Please, not again. Help someone.
Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness of breath. You're just making it worse. Oh God, it's painful.
Let it all go.
There's no shame in surrendering now.
Jesus.
We all do.
Oh boy.
It gets so dark. You don't even see her face, like you always thought you would.
So we died again, so it's clear that we need to be able to survive 3 consecutive hits, unless, I mean, we can't pass that legendary check. There's nothing we can do about it. I mean,
Cop suffers.
We've got some drugs we can take. Let's, hold on. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get the money real quick so that we don't ever have to do that again, because I imagine we're gonna have to do this a few times. Bloody bloody blue.
Money.
Money. And we might have to find somewhere that's... okay, so we've actually got some, like... where are they? What is this? This gives us motorics, +1 psyche, -1 morale. This one gives us +1 physique, -1 morale. That is an alcohol. So we could do an alcohol to give us more physique. Oh, we also have the option to level up our pain threshold. Although I don't know exactly how much that's going to help. And we've only got 2 skill points left. Huh. I wonder if we want to put this in endurance so that we can literally just take more hits, right? Because I think endurance is what... Or wow, is it really just our physique? Hold on, I gotta do some research here. You'd need... Oh, wait, no, Colonel's got my back. Colonel's got my back. You'd need 3 more skill points and pain threshold to succeed on the legendary check. Ah, damn. And I can only do 2. I can only put 2 more in. If we put a point in endurance, does that make it so that our physique, bonus from thoughts... Because which skill... Here, I gotta turn my webcam off for a sec. Which skill governs how much health we have? Is it straight up just our physique? No, I don't think so. I think there's a specific skill that does it. Because I think our... What is our morale at? Our morale's insane. We got 9 morale. And I don't know if morale is intellect or psyche. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Huh. I genuinely don't know. All right, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up because we've got to get through this. This is story important. What stat is health? Your total health and morale are decided by your endurance and volition. Each point in those skills increases health or morale. When you run out of health, so I was right. So if we level up endurance, we can actually take more hits. Because I don't think there's any hope of us passing that pain threshold. All right. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, is that I don't know if leveling up endurance heals us. I don't think it does. I think we need to, like, sleep it off and come back the next day or something. Let's try it and see what happens. I'm gonna save the game real quick. I'm gonna give it a save. I'm gonna hit that save-areno. And we're gonna see what happens when we... Hey, buddy, look at that! Perfecto, beautiful. So that's pretty damn good. Let's slam another one of those bad boys in there, right? Oh, right. We do got to get our face cam back going again. All right. So I have used all of our level ups. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I've used all of our level ups to give us 3 more health. Let's oh no, my sword!
Is paralyzed.
Crap. All right. Well,
aggressive white noise.
We're going in no sword, no gun.
A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
Man, this is suboptimal.
It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But
Thank
her
you, Colonel.
words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to.
All right, let's see what happens.
Doesn't wish to hurt you.
Well, we're not covering
That's
them.
an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience.
I like how both
Way
options are.
worse
That's
than
an
all the
awful decision.
previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
All right, volition says that, and it's a medium volition test. But we didn't even look at the other options. Are you gonna kill me too? Are you gonna kill me too? I kind of like you're under arrest. I'm gonna say it.
Really now? check this out.
She turns the dial in her hands. All right.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static.
Oh, all right. So that
Feels
option
like
is
a
straight
blood
up just a
vessel
mistake.
Exploded in your brain.
That option is just a mistake. Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead
You
already.
killed me 3 times, lady.
All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency.
Oh.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations?
She snorts.
You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys.
She pauses.
Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her. Boy, you're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even that right now.
Legendary empathy success.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
It's a very cool device, very neato.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Alright. What's this goddamn pail anyway?
The pail? It's the end of the world.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end.
She hesitates.
It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Very cool. Oh my gosh, I'm just enjoying the sound right now. Ooh. She's literally just blasting radio stations at us. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Do you guys think the medieval era had boomers too? Oh, absolutely. Also, hello, Gaster Two Soul. How you doing tonight?
On mattress.
Then this
The lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down.
Hey,
I've also got a
hi,
gun, by the
hello.
way.
Oh, it's Sage! Hello, Purple Sage! Oh my gosh. Hey, can we get a shout out for Purple Sage? How you doing tonight? Happy Wednesday. I forgot to ask Gaster, how's your Wednesday treating you? And Sage, how's your Purple Wednesday? Oh my gosh. Well, how is your Purple Wednesday night treating you? I hope everyone had a good Purple Wednesday. What is this? Can I do one? You're listening to Fartman and the Dongler on KACL 78. Getting ready for Friday, right? I'm ready to skip Thursday. I think we can skip it.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader.
Uh-oh.
Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe.
Ooh.
Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions.
Hey, we
Bide
can...
your time.
All right. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
Preparing for a shootout? That why you're hiding ammo?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lely?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
You're listening to Dark Hollows Radio. It's always snowier here. Imagine Dragons plays. I wish I could imagine dragons. I simply can't. I can't imagine dragons. They're too fantastical. You're telling me...
Hi, hello.
What? You're telling me them great big lizards go fly up in that air? I can't imagine it. I simply can't imagine dragons.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No.
She hesitates.
He wouldn't have broken first.
Ooh. Classier, she's clearly a gender traitor. You're right, Classier was the first to share her suspicions. I'm gonna say she's a gender traitor.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else.
She smiles sadly.
But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your first guess was entirely off. Your own boys told us you were on the coast. Titus told me. It took some convincing. Nah, your first guess wasn't entirely off.
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make a clean cut of telling her she was betrayed.
Yes, Kim. Some of Imagine Dragons' earlier stuff... Oh, no, I mean, I like Imagine Dragons stuff. Even their current stuff, to be honest. I like the interesting direction that they're going in. They're fine artists. I just think their name is real funny. You know what's also a fucking forgotten band that I don't think anyone's listening to since 2010? Train. I'm sure I've heard something by Train, but what's their most famous song? Who is Train? What is Train? Am I Train?
Fuck.
Are you Train?
Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened him up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me.
She scoffs. Like that.
Fuck them all the same.
Sure.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you. Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me? I like that.
What shit? I told you I didn't do it.
We've apologized
Sounds
10
pretty
times.
simple to me.
She adjusts her grip on her gun.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops? No. Do you, how about, do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city.
Ha. Drops of Jupiter, drive by, 50 ways to say goodbye. Hey, hey, soul sister, play that Mr. on the radio, stereo. It sounds just like that, right? It sounds just like that. Whoa, just like that.
Why?
There are some mysterious pinball machines and some... never mind, the pinball then. There's a secret way from the whirling bar to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowns, studying your face.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
Let's see. You have a gun.
And?
I see it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Oh no. Where'd you get
The
it?
gun store.
What gun
Trigger
store?
Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
I can't quite tell what kind of gun is
A
it.
knocked away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
Not at all. She does not fit the description. There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
There's nothing more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
I have other
I'm
questions.
Listening.
You liked Classier a lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
Is peeping one of your hobbies?
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, Detective.
There's a hole in the walls. You can see into Classier's room. I wouldn't blame you if you've...
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar.
Oh, it's not her.
Worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls?
And Classier looks like a girl in one of your posters. Seems to be your type.
What the fuck, man? She's everyone's type. She's your type.
True.
Are you sure you're not the one who was excited about the peephole?
She's beginning to suspect you've broken into her lorry now.
Actually, grotesquely whined from the pain. I did get pretty excited. So you haven't been watching Classier through a hole in the wall.
Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
But you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
Road trip, huh?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Yeah, this is not a great way to do a, what do you call it, an interrogation.
Okay, fine. I was into her.
Yup.
Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausia only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Wait, Clausia said you only kissed.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Oh, come on, please. No, gross. She rolls her eyes again.
Seriously, just move on.
But I do want details, actually. No. Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
Ad in 30 seconds. Everyone prepare yourselves. There's a big ol' ad coming up. Actually, this might be a good chance. If it's coming in 30 seconds, we can take a little moment to just kind of hang out. Well, I guess it's 3 minutes. Tell you what. How about I'm going to real quick, I guess, turn this sound off. We're going to take a little 3-minute break. I'm going to use the bathroom. And when I come back, we can continue the story because I don't want you guys to miss anything. So I will give you all some sick tunes to listen to. Ooh. Ooh. Soul music. This is good. Good tunes. Can I get some good tunes in chat? Good boppin' tunes. Is a bop. Is a bop indeed. So I will go ahead and give you guys the loading screen once the ad break hits, and then I'll go take a little bathroom break, and we'll get back to it once the ad break's over. Back to democracy. Is that one of them Hell Diaper references? Is that Hell Diaper? I've heard a lot about Hell Diaper too. That's the new shoot 'em up, right? That's the new Call of Duty. Hell Diapers. Do you ever feel like wanting to replace the content of your stomach, like swap out what's in there? Yeah, and I'm pretty pissed that I can't. I can only add more on top of it. So if I like, oh man, I ate a whole cheeseburger, but now I want ice cream. I guess I just gotta scoop it right into my mouth. That's me shoveling ice cream into my maw. All right, the ad break is here. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I will see you guys. Oh, hold on. I know what I can do. Hold on. Duh. It's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds now. There we go. I'll be right back. Wow, 3 minutes sure go by fast. Holy crap-arino. Let me get my headphones back on real quick and we will get this stream started. Ho 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 ho. Whoa, I'm back. Sorry to leave you guys like that. So we are going to pause the music real quick. Chaos auf Deponia. Deponia! Oh, who recommended that? Was that you, Cena? Oh, I love the Deponia games. They're so cute. They're so cute. Anywho, we must continue the game. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Are you a girl like her? Claudia said you got very angry when she started seeing Lely. Threatened her.
Yeah. One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were.
Thank you, Colonel. I am back.
I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
And despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
There are other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your body.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Let's see. Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
Alright, I'll bite. What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Well, look at that. So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Alright, so I gotta ask, you're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too.
Shakes her head slowly.
Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her. Maybe twist the knife? Just in case. Make her more desperate.
No, he didn't. I found my own way in. Yeah, I made him talk. Oh boy, should we lie? Should we twist that? Well, I don't know. Because this was a challenging success on drama, but just because it's a success doesn't mean it helps. Oh, hello Sage! Welcome back! Welcome back from our bathroom break. Nah, you're good, you're good. We lost a couple of people during the ad break, but it's to be expected. Yeah, don't be a dick about it. That was my go-to. We're playing a very empathetic agent. Nah, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
A bitter smile. I could never throw Tommy Laham under the bus like that. Tommy Laham's a bro.
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Hell yeah. You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say. You had a financial incentive to kill the merc. I'm gonna say financial incentive.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
The lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun
She glances at
has
it.
only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
She responds, holding your gaze.
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Oh, we must be scary. Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Says suggestion. What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
Oh, had to do some partner help. We've all been there. We've all had to help our partner. And by help our partner, I mean get another slice of pizza. It happens.
It's okay. We just want to...
He struggles to finish the sentence.
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Klasia said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But
oh my god.
Luck. She was in some deep shit.
Klasia was trying to pin it on Ruby. Holy shit.
She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Klasia said you seemed to have a plan prepared for when you got there. Also, the actor forgot that this line was supposed to be, you know. But it happens. A lot of lines. Klasia found it weird you came up with a plan so quickly. I'm gonna say prepared.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
She prepared the plan? Oh my god, she did it! She looks shaken. She wasn't surprised to be ratted out, but framed.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got
played. Oh my god.
It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck.
We got played.
To fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy Boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lely herself? Played us like a damn fiddle.
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't
Hell
hear
God,
anything
baby, damn, no.
downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
We've straight up dropped the machine at this point. I think we were supposed to have destroyed it by now. The lieutenant forces himself to finish the sentence.
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She fiddled us like a damn player. She damned us like a fiddle player.
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
Okay. If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
La Puta Madre. Hold on. What do you mean, La Puta Madre?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon.
Oh my god!
Human can opener.
Wait, do we work for the mob? Oh my god, are we on the take? We're on the fucking take. Oh my god, we don't have memory and we're on the take. Oh no, oh god.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something.
Holy
to
fucking
himself.
shit.
Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise.
Oh no.
It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
Holy fucking shit.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie? I call bullshit! You're too crazy to be corrupt!
Yay! Necktie, you're here! Beautiful. I thought the whole point of The Devil Went Down to Georgia was that the fiddle player didn't get damned. I mean, I think the fiddle player was already damned. If you are playing a fiddle match against the devil, you're kind of damned a little bit already. Like, even if you get up to the pearly gates, like, Jeebers is going to be like, you did what in hell with who? I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like something a church-going Christian man would do.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective.
Thank you, Logic.
Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Thank you, Logic.
I don't know. Sounds pretty convincing to me.
La Puta Madre. I've heard of La Puta Madre. We probably don't want to let her know. I mean, we already asked for her name. Fuck yeah, I'm a La Puta Madre agent. You better let me go.
Nah. That I'm not planning to shoot you is the extent of the courtesy I can extend to La Puta Madre at present.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition?
She pauses.
And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
Harry Can Opener. No. The fiddle match wasn't in hell. It was in Georgia. Oh, right. The devil went down to Georgia, which implies that hell is above Georgia, which is why Georgia is hotter than hell. That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat.
Well, I'm flattered.
Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude.
She nods towards the lieutenant.
You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying.
Oh my god.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
Holy shit.
Satellite Officer Vic Mayer looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We could either take a room here in the Whirling or go home for today.
Oh my gosh. I'm wondering if the RCM had a hand in killing this guy now. Like, if she didn't do... Well, I mean...
Let's
man,
go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
I think I know them. They're in Martinez.
Friction, lock, set.
Don't leave me here. Please delete.
Don't leave me here.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me.
She's been so nice. Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Just a place some comrades stopped through. A revolutionary bunker.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off into white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. Oh my... What? What?
You feel something in
You
your
got
chest.
what?
An unnatural pressure.
That's not fair.
It's spreading to your left arm.
How did I die? Oh, if you ask too many questions, you die. Well, I'm sure it's just heartburn. Oh god.
No, it's many years of combined self-neglect and self-abuse.
Well, fuck.
There's no shame. Cop suffers final...
Okay, alright, wise guy. Smarty pants, okay. Well, tell you what. How about this time we equip our frickin' gun? And maybe some better clothes, huh? Maybe some clothes that don't make us look stupid. -2 authority, but we don't really need authority, right? Authority's not important. We don't need that shit. A little extra perception, never hurt nobody. Although, were we wearing the empathy shoes before? I really like that we had... Well, we've already got a +2 to empathy, so we're fine. From the things that... Oh, wait, no, that's from our glasses that we're wearing. Well, these other glasses didn't really come in handy at all. We don't... Yeah, this shirt is the only thing that gives us any... Or wait, no, this doesn't give us pain threshold. We were wearing the armor. Okay, alright. I think this is it. I think this is the fit. I think it's time to move on. Do this thing. We'll save. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I also... Yeah, I also have to reallocate the... Okay. 2 in endurance. Well, bam. We get 2 health. And we're good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go.
I know you're feeling... Can't say it's a pleasure.
The voice doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait. No. Not
we shall
that's
not
an
cover
awful...
that.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job.
Are you gonna kill me too?
I'm using a pale...
Okay, yeah, if we threaten to arrest her, then we just get another...
The explode blasted from that pale emitter.
Saw your equations, blah, 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 blah. Can you guys believe that? The option to destroy the machine appeared again. Yeah, no, it appears each time, so we can destroy it. So...
The pale?
Hold
it's
on.
the end of... I built it... That's illegal! Oh, yeah. Way beyond. No. Yeah, let's...
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops. And of herself, merely.
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before. If you've got... God damn it. Fine. If...
She's carrying it well. Just keep her talking. And you'll... There's only 3... Be careful when you make your move.
Alright. So we've got a 99% chance. So I'm gonna ask her some questions.
I heard you in the passages. And I've been preparing, so you...
Her tone is bitter. She thinks...
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back. This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked...
That's her admitting the bullet was an...
No. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No. He wouldn't have broken first. Oh. Well, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys...
$8.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't...
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what?
A strong moral compass.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask these questions to make sure that we've got a state that's similar to the one we had before, but I'm not going to ask too many. So how about...
I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Hardened mercenaries aren't particular. You think I was envious of his conquest? Yeah, sure. And I didn't like wild pine.
I hate to be the bearer of bad tidings. She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening. I considered her a good friend, yeah. Oh, that's a very...
The lieutenant...
Okay, fine.
Clausia only said they...
If that's what she...
Seriously. Just move.
She rejected... I knew that wasn't...
No ill will.
Okay, alright, so we're making our way through. Let's see. Clausia said you got very angry.
I was a little worried to...
Despite everything...
The girl seemed... Go ahead.
Other things...
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
So...
That maybe twist the knife? Just...
Okay, great.
Beneath it, she's relieved. Tommy didn't.
Man.
She deliberately avoided...
I got lucky.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
There we go.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are... Yeah?
More questions before doing anything.
Okay. We've got a 97% chance. Should we try it? Should we do it now and see what happens? I mean, I'm worried she might try and shoot us, but I think we do have to try and destroy this thing. Or should we ask the questions again? Try and get more... Let's do it. Let's try it. There we go. She's just watching me do this.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
You can't get higher than 97%. There's always a 3% chance you'll roll snake eyes, which always fails. Right, which is lower than a natural one on a d20. On a d20, it's always a 5% chance. So that is another great thing that is great about 2d6. A lower percent chance of a crit fail. Only marginally lower. Oh, no! Oh, man.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give
That was a
her
58%
options.
chance. Holy fuck. What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Please, just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She says, pulling the gun out of her mouth, eyes still fixed on you. Then she turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
The lieutenant is still unsteady on his feet. Thanks.
I would have done the same.
He has to
Had I
catch
not
his
been
breath.
incapacitated.
I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
He points to the back of the cavern. You didn't find out about the Putama? Oh, right. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me running. I kind of want to go back. I'm gonna... Oh. I hate doing this on stream, but I gotta go back. God, it's 10:30. Okay, we're just gonna blaze through this one more time because we got all this stuff, right? So we don't have to re-equip. Wait, we have to redo... This time I'm only gonna put one in endurance. I think we only need the extra one.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
You?
Aggressive white knot. It's like a...
I know you're feeling, can't say it's a pleasure.
The voice doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your
I'm
ear
gonna
canals.
say...
Wait, no.
Don't cover them.
That's an awful... Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job.
Are you gonna kill
No,
me too?
I'm using a...
The blasted from that pale...
Saw my... A pale signal...
Okay, I'm gonna try and get us through this real quick.
She's been holed up in here for a while.
Let's
no
see.
one to talk to. Keep her talking. And
This
you
is
just
all great,
might
but let's
get
talk
an
about the man who was
opportunity.
killed.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Please, can
If
I
you've
just
got
ask you something?
Then this...
God damn it, fine.
She's carried well. It just keep her. There's only be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions.
Okay.
Bide your time.
Did you shoot
No,
Lily?
who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? Oh, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. Ugh.
A dumb.
How the fuck did the rest of you? I did.
That did make her forgive them.
Like what?
A strong
Okay, all right. So
moral
we're getting some answers
She
from her.
still wants the opportunity to make a case
Let's
for
see.
herself.
Do you have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they... Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it.
As long
They
as you don't
always
ask too many questions and don't
I've
threaten to
driven a
arrest
lot
her,
of
you're good.
long haul
Yep.
and chugged a lot of beer, man.
I'm with Ruby on that one. Beer makes me pee.
Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder.
Hold on, no one takes
And
a
anyway,
15-minute leak.
That wouldn't have been enough time. Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time.
Now I'm curious.
There's a secret way from the first floor they're
Explain.
whirling to the
Don't
roof.
know it, but
She
all the
frowns.
shot couldn't have come from the roof.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't. You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. I'm listening. I considered her a good friend, yeah. Oh, that's a very...
The lieutenant.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so we're
Classy
making our way
only
through
said
here.
thing.
If that's what
she said you only kissed once.
Just move on.
Then what
She
happened?
I knew that wasn't...
No ill will there.
Okay.
It wasn't a problem for her.
Classy said you got very
Yeah,
angry.
I was a little worried to blow it out of proportion.
despite
Yeah,
everything-
the girl seemed terrified. Go ahead.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on.
You're running
This-
drugs for the Union?
That maybe twist the knife.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
Beneath it, she's...
Man,
She deliberately...
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never.
There. It's
There
going
we
to
go.
be easier to reach.
But you're threatening
Based on
us
what
with
I've
it.
heard about you, you are serious scum.
Okay, let's take a
Yeah?
step back.
More questions before doing anything.
What happened Sunday night?
It's okay.
All right, she sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves.
Said that
no,
you knew
she
something
asked
was
me-
wrong.
like
Classy
it'd been
said you
had.
seemed to have a plan. Her
yeah,
idea?
She
lied to you.
Showerhead
yeah.
resourceful.
As I keep war.
She doesn't.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for.
You
this.
didn't kill him,
I
why
saw
hide?
it. Yes.
Puta madre. We gotta heal again.
Some fucking hell. It's especially bad suddenly.
Everyone in.
If she knows that about you, she must know you.
Tell me what's my name.
Did someone mention a fucked up tie?
There we go.
So she knows your name.
Did someone mention a
That
fucked
doesn't
up
mean
tie?
you're on the
He's gotta ask why she hid the Puta madre
Criminals
thing.
make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
Nah. That I'm not planning to shoot you is the extent. You've been to my.
She's not. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular? Or
I'm gonna
Yeah,
ask
you
this
had your
question.
death
Let's see
squad
who's in
with-
this
well,
squad.
It wasn't this scrawny.
What
One
else
of
can
the
you
guys
tell
that
me?
sound about right.
No, satellite off. Let's go home, John.
Fantastic.
All right,
I've
so we
gotta get
gained
on
some
the road.
experience,
Then you can
and
go find
I am
your
going
friends.
to
Unless you
deactivate
have
the machine
anything
now.
pressing to ask me.
All right, I think we've got everything we're gonna get. Now we just have to hope that we can make that fifth. Oh boy, I don't know if we can do that again. It's basically a coin flip to see if she lives or dies. Oh, I should have put on more.
You did it. The compressor lights.
That was a
broken
really
on
low
its
roll
side.
too. No, it was an
It's
average roll.
quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but
You're under
she
arrest.
Oh, fuck it.
No. Oh no. We get -1 for being an admit. Ah, fuck me. It's rhetoric 5. I don't think we're gonna pass it. Let's try.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her
We're
an
on fire tonight, y'all. Oh, did you see that? There was a 42% chance. Whew. We are gambling tonight. We are rambling, gambling dudes.
You know. This is how you talk her out of it. She stares at you. Gratitude. Her neck and shoulders relax. And her...
Day of miracles.
She runs past you. Then
All right,
past
she's out of
the
here.
lieutenant
We did
and
it.
disappears
We did it,
into
team.
the darkness.
Saving lives, solving mysteries. Thanks.
I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
I think she didn't do
Her
it.
tent. We should check it out.
All right, we got to investigate her tent. Let me unequip my sword and my gun. Neither of these were necessary, but this is necessary. The hell is that? Give it to me. Money. Can I get monies in check? Cooking utensils. She's prepared herself porridge with bananas.
Money.
Oh, yay. It
Money.
gives me big help. Oh, yes. We love to see the monies. Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
I shall look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag. cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
I shall shine my flashlight on the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
Oh, this is her reading material.
See anything?
Oh, I just realized the webcam has been blocking some stuff. Let me turn chat off.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Notebook, take it.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
All right, I guess we'll read it right now. Oh, Kim has been so willful lately. Let us read Ruby's journal.
Thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Examine.
It's made of full grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name.
Schneller.
Schneller.
Schneller. I hardly even know her. That was pretty funny.
Schneller is a stationery brand from Buckville, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
I will unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
I'll study the
large
handwriting.
cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently.
And flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kinds of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Nice. What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
Questions.
Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
I'll read the entry from March 9th.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Thank you, Inland Empire. I like this. This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for the mob. Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
I shall read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the
Ah.
plastic.
What if getting beyond blackout drunk was your plan the whole time, to forget who you are, what you had done? Yeah, right? I mean, I imagine there were some great, like, big feelings of guilt and self-hatred that would drive him to that kind of oblivion-seeking behavior.
The entry ends abruptly.
What did she write the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Ah, challenging logic failure. What's the most recent entry? Let's look at the cover
A
again.
thick journal bound in brown leather is full of candor and diagrams.
Flip through the pages again.
The
All
most
right,
recent entry is from today. It reads,
Yeah, definitely trying to... I don't think it was to erase his memory. I think he honestly tried, death by alcohol.
even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
It looks like she might have been framed.
The lieutenant taps on the page.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting? He thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent? If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her.
He frowns.
Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Then who do you think killed the merc?
Classy was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
But no one heard the shot.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Well, yowza. That's, So we have to return to the Whirling in Rags, and I think that's where we're gonna end it for tonight. We went a little later this stream, but wow. Big freaking reveals. Like, we might be a Puta Madre agent, or at least that's the word on the streets. Wow. Oh my god. And also the reveal that Classier... I think it would be very easy to point the finger and say that Classier did it, but the fact that no gunshot was heard either means that she had an accomplice, or she was acting to cover her... She was acting to protect herself. I gotta wonder if it was someone else unrelated. I do think, because his position started this whole war between the Pines and between the Union. Someone had some political motives here. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. So I'm gonna get us some music here. While we take a moment to figure out who we're gonna raid out to tonight, because it is the gentlemanly thing to do to pass that love on to whoever else might be streaming on a Wednesday night. So that's an exciting session. I can't believe for a brief instant I thought that this was the end of the game, but no, we have barely scratched the surface on Disco Elysium. There will be more incredible turns and twists and things and baubles. Very exciting developments. So we'll be playing some more next Wednesday. Who's playing right now? We got CW Devarian, of course, playing more Dark Cloud 2. We got Beebs Louise playing retro games. And that's pretty much it for people we know. I don't know. Does anybody else have any friends that are streaming right now? We could raid out to somebody else. Although I'm always down for a Devarian raid. I think the Dev raid might be the gentlemanly thing to do. Oh, Beebs is doing Chrono Trigger. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we could do a Beebs Louise raid. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's rare that I get to raid out to Beebs. And I do love Chrono Trigger. That's such a fun game. Industrial Inc., who is DJing, and Zjuex, who's playing Splatoon 3. I think we're gonna do a Beebs Louise stream. Chrono Trigger is a good old-fashioned time. I love me some Chrono Trig. So we're gonna raid out to Beebs Louise playing Chrono Trigger. If you're a follower, copy and paste Connie's message with the hearts. If you are a subscriber, copy and paste the message with the animated emotes. I don't know what I'm playing on Friday yet, but I want to use some crowd control. We've been playing a lot of Paleo, which is good fun, but I would love to play a game with some crowd control. So we might see some more Sims 4. We might see something else that I can use crowd control with, but I definitely want to do a crowd control stream on Friday. So something with crowd control. Then next Wednesday, we're back at it again with Disco Elysium. So, oh wait, I got Beebs' username wrong. Hold on, I have to spell it better. I have to spell it. Oh my God, come on. It's B-E-E-B, Beebs, and then Louise. I think I got it now. Bam, nailed it, perfection. Okay, so everybody get your raid messages ready. We're raiding out the Beebs Louise, playing Chrono Trigger. I'm playing again Friday, then after that, more Disco Elysium on Water Wednesday. Oh, hey, here's something that y'all should be looking out for. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Sunday morning, that is this Sunday the 10th, is our Discord tea party. So if you guys want to hang out, talk, have a good old-fashioned time with some nice beverages, this Sunday the 10th at 11 o'clock Central Time, we're going to be having our Discord tea party. So mark that in y'all's calendars. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to stick around in Beebs' chat for a little bit. Have a good rest of your Wednesday night. I will see you on Friday, and goodbye.